So one of the questions I always had, and I keep asking professionals, how do we actually gather learning needs? I mean, the different approaches that different people have. So that's question number one. How do we actually gather learning needs from business, number one? And how do we effectively diagnose performance problems and develop solutions that have, again, measurable impact on business results? So two-part question, Sanjay, for you.
So thank you. So see, I think training needs, once again, just because we have a learning management system or we have a tool to capture data,
Yeah.
rolling out a survey and asking people to fill it is the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
But then are you really, are your ears on the ground?
Hmm.
Are your eyes on the ground of
Yes.
what's happening?
Yes.
You don't need to really even begin to ask questions. Before you begin to ask questions, you just need to look around.
Yes.
You see the morale of people, you
Yeah.
know there is a problem if it is low.
Hmm.
You hear conversations which are happening around the coffee
Yes.
machine
Yes.
or lunch rooms or in meetings, the energy that people bring out in meetings.
Yeah.
Yes. So being part of those informal forums
Hmm.
is my first real taste of the world,
Yes.
to
Absolutely.
say things look very good or things are not looking good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Using that information is where constant conversations with managers and leaders needs to happen.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if there is a manager or leader who says, hey, you know what, everything is hunky dory, pink
Hmm.
and rosy,
Hmm.
then you bring out these points to say, but this is what I've been hearing or
Hmm.
observing.
Hmm.
What's your take on it?
Yeah.
You can probably, it's an eye opener for them,
Absolutely.
because managers and leaders, unfortunately, don't seem to be having that kind of empathy or
Hmm.
time to invest in people.
Yeah.
We're running after numbers.
Yes.
It's perfectly normal for a business house.
Right.
But that's the key balance that we need to bring in.
Hmm.
So, my way of looking at it is constantly talk to leaders
Yes.
and managers, understand whether they know about their team, first of all. If not,
Yes.
be that shoulder
Hmm.
which can provide that support to them and say, but this is what I've been hearing.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a problem? Can we address that? Or
Hmm.
if something is going very good, why
Hmm.
don't we build on it and take it to the next level?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And gather those needs
Hmm.
from the
Hmm.
leadership level. And
Yes.
then talk to the different teams, have a lot of focus groups. I
Hmm.
think those conversations are so key, rather than saying it's a technology world, we don't have the time,
Yeah.
and here is a tool, fill it in, we'll do it for you.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
remember that old Hero Honda had fill it, shut it, forget it. Now we are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Fill it, download it, forget it. It's not going to work anymore.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I heard, I mean, Shiva, you was part of previous podcast as well. So he
Right.
was sharing the example of a doctor. Like people go to the doctor, they share the symptoms. They don't tell them that I need a paracetamol.
Correct.
What I've observed, my own experience is when I work with LOB heads, they say, Ravi, we need communication skills training. We need that particular trainer. They're
Exactly.
very
Exactly.
specific.
Exactly.
So I really wonder that, learning leaders, right? I think they should put their foot down saying that, tell me the learning need or the problem that you're facing rather than the solution itself. Yeah. So I face a lot of
Yes.
such issues while as a learning partner for both technology and ops learning.
I can well relate to that. Saying sometimes training is not even the answer.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's something else entirely. It is
True.
just a conversation with a group of people or an individual that can change things, or
Yeah.
it could be a coaching conversation. It's
Right.
not just a training program that is the panacea for all troubles like
Absolutely.
this, right? And another instance I remember is having a conversation with a team member, saying, okay, this particular team is looking for presentation skills.
Hmm.
I said, okay, great. But what is their purpose?
Hmm.
Why are they suddenly feeling the need for presentation skills?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. So the answer was very interesting,
Hmm.
because they have run out of all other programs, they've completed it.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So my question so I said, okay, let's get into a conversation with them. So we
Hmm.
got onto a conversation with the team manager
Hmm.
and said, how many interactions do you have with the outside world or within internal stakeholders?
Yeah.
No, we hardly have anything. We just have to send out reports and we are done.
Yeah.
So where is the question of presentation skills?
Hmm.
That blankness, that void said it all. So I
Yes.
said, we can still do it, but please have an objective. There is a purpose.
Yeah.
Don't do things for the sake of doing it. I think
Absolutely.
that those conversations, once again, are very, very important.
No, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
sorry, you had a second part to that question,
Yeah.
which
Second
I,
part was on how to effectively diagnose performance problems and develop solutions that have a measurable impact on business results.
yes. So again, um, feedback from managers has become such a valuable commodity, priceless commodity,
Yeah.
that it's become rare. Right? So feedback is generally, unfortunately,
Mm.
gone into a lot of perception based or recency effect based mode, right?
Yeah.
Due to which performance tends to drop
Mm.
or tends to pick up depending on what is the feedback all about. I
Yes.
start from there.
Mm.
Reason being, um, what is it that is affecting the performance positively or negatively,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that positive effect, how can we carry it forward to the rest of the team or rest of the unit or rest of the organization?
Yes.
If it is negative, it could well be possible that it is a personal situation,
Mm.
or the manager, or the business, or the environment. So understanding that root cause is very, very critical.
Absolutely.
Very recently, I was having a chat with someone who wanted some help, and said, just need a conversation. So I said, yeah, sure, let's go ahead. What's your problem? So he mentioned a lot of issues that he's facing, related, work related, unable to focus, this, that. So I said, kept asking questions about, do you think it is possibly the nature of the project that you're working on which is not exciting you?
Mm.
Could it be possible that you don't have any team members, you're an individual contributor? Is that something which is impacting? And
Mm.
if yes, and so on and so forth. We're having a conversation. Ultimately, after 45 minutes, it turned out
Mm.
that the patchy connectivity issue that he was having working from home with his internet service provider was
Ah,
leading to all these thought processes. So there was no training involved there. Right?
right. Right.
So where is the performance issue coming in?
Yeah.
Unrelated to work.
Absolutely.
So attacking that root cause. So I said, is that something then you want to address?
Yes.
Change your provider and see if it's making a difference. And
Yes.
it's been about a month, and last Thursday or so I received a message stating, Chief, things looking good. Thank you. We'll talk soon. I said,
Mm.
that's all I needed to hear.
Absolutely.
And I'm no magician here. You need to realize yourself what's happening. But as learning professionals, I think it's important for us to understand that conversation and lead it in a manner which gives us the root cause. And
Absolutely.
needless to say, put measures in place. The other problem is improper goal setting.
Right.
I think that also impacts a lot of performance, right?
Mm. Mm.
You don't know, you don't give clarity on what is it that you're expected to achieve,
Yes.
and you're just doing things on a day-to-day basis. So
Yes.
even small goals, but setting those deadlines, setting those goals, and keep tweaking them as they go along. Only upon achieving a
Right.
certain milestone, having those
Yes.
milestones, I think makes a lot of difference. I hope that made sense.
No, absolutely, Sanjay. Thank you so much for that.